This is Porsche's world-famous 911 GT3 RSR, a proper racing machine with a look that tells us just how much power it has and which also reminds us that it is not easily tamed. For 2010, the French IMSA Performance team will compete in the International GT Open with this 2008 997 that they let our man have a go with on the Le Mans Bugatti circuit. Getting to sit in this car is a real treat, and it is all thanks to this man, Raymond Narac. Firstly, thank you, Raymond, for inviting us to drive this car today. Well, it's our pleasure to allow you to try this car, and you will see for yourself how extraordinary it is. It's a real gem and easy to drive. You're not going to find that last second, but you'll see just how extraordinary it really is. And what is the particularity of a GT Open car? Well, you get the feeling you were at the controls of a thoroughbred, which is really something. While it may seem simple, the GT3 RSR is intimidating. Beyond its fresh paint scheme for the 2010 season, it also has a brand spanking new gearbox. While the track was still damp, Raymond Narac put in the first laps. Now it is time for Patrick to head out. And as he gets a glimpse of the dashboard for the first time, emotions begin to rise. As he makes his way down the Le Mans pit lane, using the rev limiter, a rush of youthful exuberance rushes through his veins. With a simple push of a button, he is catapulted into another dimension with a shot of acceleration racing through his body. Once the flat six is unleashed, there is a massive influx of power. One doesn't improvise with the GT3 RSR in just a few corners. It takes more than a few laps to come to terms with all that it has to offer. The track is dry and it is time to switch to slick tires. The grip will be even greater and the braking zone suddenly becomes shorter and acceleration is sharper. Exiting each corner, the Porsche squats on the rear axle, offering maximum traction and launches the car onto the following straight. Patrick continues to push just until the red light comes on before seeing the corner. Obviously, he doesn't possess the same skills as Raymond Narac or Patrick Rivet, but he does get an idea of what this monster can do. He does a good job of transferring the weight and gets a sense of just how fast the Porsche can take the corners, which does procure some satisfaction. He got the same pleasure when he saw the famous red LEDs light up when he was flat out in 5th gear before having to return to the pits, just before he slightly overdid it with the brakes. A sign was needed to tell Patrick his moment of glory was at its end. No, it wouldn't be a trip through the gravel trap, but rather the fuel gauge that told him it was time to hand back the RSR to its rightful owners.